Hey YouTube friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is LaDonna. I'm a homeschooling mom of 2, and on my channel I just like to share what we're learning, how we're growing, and what God is doing in our lives. Now I'm coming to you again from my front porch. If you watched the video from last week, then you know the drama here. And then I happen to press play and the wind is blowing, and we might have to deal with that too. So hopefully it won't be too crazy. So forgive the squinty eyes, the wind, the car, but it's Sunday, y'all. And you know, it just works to come out here and let my people just lay all over the living room and rest. Okay, I'm really excited about today's video. Today's video is a part of a collaboration hosted by Jennifer from Family of 3. I'm going to link her YouTube channel in the description box, as well as a playlist of all of the other mamas participating in today's collaboration. Today's collaboration is all about why we use MasterBooks or why we choose MasterBooks. I'm really excited about this. We are using MasterBooks in our homeschool this year. I cannot wait to tell you why we chose it and what we're loving about it. But before I do, I've got to give you all the details. There is a giveaway, a part of today's collaboration, and the giveaway is really good, like legit really good. 3 winners will be receiving a $100 gift card or e-gift card to christianbooks.com. Now, this video is not sponsored by YouTube or Christian Books or who else did she say? Or Rafflecopter. There will be a link in the description box to Rafflecopter, and it will show you what you need to do or tell you what you need to do to participate in the giveaway. The giveaway begins August 31st, which is a Tuesday, and it will end Monday, September 6, 2021. The winners are going to be announced on the 7th, okay? And you will receive an email from Jennifer. Now, if nobody responds to Jennifer by Tuesday the 14th, there will be a replacement winner picked by Rafflecopter. So I have quite the selection right here. What I want to show you first are what we are using from MasterBooks in our homeschool this year. The very first thing that I have right here is God's Design for Life. Now, I know that this curriculum was not written by MasterBooks. However, they have taken the God's Design series and compiled them into just different, I guess you could say units. I feel like that's what these are, because this one is all about life. I feel like they're just themed really well. Now, what they did was they made a teacher's guide to go along with the workbook. Now, you can tell I've already taken ours apart. What they did was that they created a teacher's guide, and within the teacher's guide is a schedule, information, an answer key, glossaries, all of those things that you will need to teach God's design for life to your family. Now, what I love is that for each lesson, or for the majority of the lessons, I should say, we're only 2 weeks into this and we're already loving it. They have created different worksheets, and there are quizzes to use if you choose to use them. So both of these things are 2 separate books, however they go together. I just kind of took it apart and put all the student worksheets in here, and then I took all of the teacher resources and information and put them in this notebook. In here it's just the table of contents and the schedule, answer keys, and all of those things that I wanted to separate from the student worksheets. Now, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, but I also want to show you what else we're using. We are also using Living Art Lessons from MasterBooks. This is their art curriculum, and we are 2 weeks into it, and I am so glad that we went with this year for one of our electives. You can see that the book is not thick. This is basically the text that you need to teach the material. And you also have what's called an artist journal. So you will need an artist journal for each of your students. And basically what's in here is the supply list, table of contents, the different worksheets that are needed for each of the assignments. Now, not that you're doing worksheets in art, but like these last 2 weeks, my children have been learning about the different types of lines. So the worksheets were there as an aid to help my children see the difference between a thick line, a thin line, a parallel line, you know, a horizontal line, you know, all of the different things. But there are also art projects. So let's go ahead and get into why we love MasterBooks. First, what I really love about MasterBooks, this teaches from a Christian worldview. And what I'm really loving about science this year is that they're teaching the information, but once they've taught the information, they also show the students what the Bible has to say about the topic or the theme or whatever the concept is for the lesson, and I really appreciate that. Again, God's design is not by MasterBooks. They have compiled several of the different resources together to create this curriculum, and then they just added the worksheets to go along with it. Now, I was a little bit nervous about the worksheets only because this is a family style curriculum and it's intended for 3rd grade through 8th grade. So I really wasn't sure about the worksheets or the quizzes. However, I have been very pleased with them. I feel like MasterBooks has broken each section up in a fitting way. For each lesson, you just have a review. It's called What Did We Learn? And that's intended for 3rd grade through 5th grade. And then for 6th grade through 8th grade, you have a Taking It Further section. So I really love that, you know, they give me, the mom, the decision and the opportunity to take it as far as I want to take it. Now you can see my girl in the window right there. She really wants to be in this video. So yeah. We're just going to keep going. I also really love the variety in the different lessons. I feel like they do a really good job with, you know, multiple choice and crosswords and discussion questions as well as games. My kids really love that. Anytime we can use our hands and pull in manipulatives, that is a win for the lesson for all of us. I also really love the different activities. I feel like MasterBooks has helped me become more hands-on with a subject, specifically science. Now I know that probably sounds weird because with science you do experiments anyway, but what I mean by that is, for example, we've already gone on a scavenger hunt. We've already created a cell. You know, you had the freedom to use whatever kind of materials you wanted to create a cell. We've already played a couple games like I've mentioned before. We've already gone outside and we've observed different plants and other living things. So I really love how it has helped me be creative, because when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm not that creative and I need all the help that I can get. So that's something that I'm loving about MasterBooks. It does not require a lot of time. Now I know that on some of the different websites and teacher guides, they give you an estimated time of about 40 minutes. I have not found that to be the case. I feel like the lessons are short and concise. I'll give you an example of one we did this week already. Let's see, let's go to the beginning. Yes, so here we are, Unit 1. The first one is it alive? So basically what we do is we ask the question, we go over the challenge words, and we read through the lesson. This is the lesson, and as you can see right here, you have your what did you learn questions, and you also have the taking it further questions. Sometimes after each lesson, there'll be a special excerpt. Now, you don't necessarily read that immediately after the lesson. The teacher's guide will tell you if that's something you read in the same day or you save for the next day. So I really love the fact that we're not spending an hour and a half on science. We can get straight to the point, we can get to our activity, our questions, and we can move on, because I have 2 kids and we have to get through history and geography and all of the other things that we do within our normal school day. Another thing that I am enjoying about MasterBooks is the schedule. You know, they had this set up for a 4-day school week, and it is absolutely wonderful. Just to give you guys an idea as to what we've already done these past 2 weeks. Week 1 and day 1, we did lesson 1 and the corresponding worksheet. For day 2, we did lesson 2 and the worksheet. For day 3, we did lesson 3 and the worksheet. For day 4, all we did was read a special feature. So it was kind of like after 3 days of work, they gave us a little bit of a break on that 4th day, and then on Friday we had no science. Now for this past week, we picked up on day 6. We did lesson 4 along with the worksheet. On day 7, we read another special feature, which was really nice because on day 8 they had their very first quiz. What I have decided to do for the quizzes, I do look at the quizzes ahead of time, and if I feel like there's something that my children can complete, we go ahead and do them, but I am letting them do them open book. I feel like it is a necessary skill for a student to know how to use a textbook. And look, it went really well. My son, not that it matters, but if you just need an idea, he's a 6th grader. He missed 1, and my 4th grader, she only missed 3. So if that gives you any idea as to how doable it is that way. Now on day 9, which was Thursday, we did lesson 5 along with the worksheet, and then it just continues with that pattern. I feel like you'll have 3 lessons and then a special feature, or 2 lessons, a special feature, and a quiz. I really love how they have it planned and organized for you, and all that I do as the mom is I just go in and check it off. I do feel like both of my children are retaining the information. When we talk about it, they are able to explain in their own words what we have discussed. So for that, I am loving MasterBooks Science. Now I want to talk about art. This is the art curriculum by MasterBooks. It is the living art lessons, the 7 elements. So this particular curriculum, it goes over all of the elements: lines, shapes, color, value, texture, form, and space. But what I also love and did not realize is that this curriculum, it goes over different artists. So here's one, for example. And this is actually the introduction. Yes. So for week 9, the introduction is the children learn about Van Gogh. So there's just some information about him and some sample pictures of his work, and they provide different activities for the children to create their own Van Gogh masterpiece. And I love that. I love that. You know, I have these picture study kits, and I had every intention of going through the different artists with them, but I think because there are artists included in here, we're not going to do that this year. I'm just going to put that to the side, and we're just going to go through what is in here. I also love the different activities and projects that are included in this curriculum. I don't know if this just kind of helps you see. Look, the wind's gonna blow and I'm not gonna be able to flip through it. I don't know if this just kind of helps you see what the children are learning and doing throughout this course, but look, this book is thin, but it is full of amazing content, and I'm so excited. And another big thing for us as a one-income family, you know, MasterBooks is really affordable. So to be able to provide my children with something that is of quality and affordability, just amazing. We are also enjoying the schedule for this. This art curriculum is set for 36 weeks, and it is only planned to be done twice a week. Now, what I will say is, because the lessons are short, or at least they've been short so far, we actually do both lessons in one day, just so we can have more time together doing the art and the work that is expected. But I feel like this is something you can set your own pace. If you want to do it every day, you could do it every day. If you want to do it 3 or 4 days a week, you can do it 3 or 4 days a week. If you only want to do it 1 day a week like we are, you can. You definitely have the freedom to set your own pace, and I really do love that, because here's the thing. Life is crazy and our schedules are full. I want something that I do want something that is planned, but I also want something flexible. You know, our life doesn't look the same every single day, and I need to be able to have the freedom to move and adjust things where I see needed. So that is what I have to say about our art curriculum that we are currently using from MasterBooks. And y'all, we're loving it. You know, this is taught from a Christian perspective. It is affordable. It is doable. I do not feel overwhelmed. I feel like the content is solid. And at the end of the day, I believe my children are getting a really good education from these resources. So that's all I have to say about MasterBooks. If you were on the fence, I would definitely encourage you to check them out. Their website has plenty of samples, so go check those out, mama. And yeah, I hope this encouraged you. Don't forget to check out the playlist and also enter that raffle, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.